I'm here with my moms.
Hi.
And we're going to taste some apples. We're out here picking the last of the apples that were cross-pollinated for breeding because I just keep losing more and more. And I keep waiting for them to ripen, like the late ripening types, and then they just keep disappearing. So we're just pretty much going to pick everything and taste a few apples so I get to actually have somebody else taste this stuff instead of just me. So. Up, we're picking pink
Yeah, look at this
parfait.
one. Got
Yeah, see this
torn
was,
open and
yeah, probably the fox has jumped up here and ripped it. So go ahead and pick that one. Yeah, these could definitely use another month. That's the rubaiyat, and they're just really stunted. You can see how many dead leaves are.
yeah.
Isn't that weird? I don't know what's going on with that tree. So the apples are super green, and we have to make sure that like the seeds are actually going to be mature. I feel like those are going to need more time.
I wonder if the olive is affecting it.
I don't know, but it's weird. Like a lot of the leaves are dead.
Yeah, lots.
And the fruit's very stunted. Yeah, like these look mature. They're not very tempting for animals. And there's a lot on the tree they can get without getting into the bag. So I'm going to put this one off and see if we can get it riper. Ripped open. Oh, look at that. There's a couple here. So this is more pink parfait. Crossed with my best red-fleshed apple. That's something else.
It doesn't belong to that? Oh, it's a different grass.
Yeah.
You want to pick it?
You can try it. I think it's State Fair, which is like an early apple and probably not going to be any good. You can bite it if you want, but I don't think it's going to suck.
If you like a tart apple. It has some off flavor though.
Kind of interesting. I think there's some Zabergau in here we could harvest. I don't know. What's this? Nante? It looks underripe. No.
Oh yeah.
Try that. I don't know what that is.
It's right down there.
I taste that one, then I'll bother to pick this up. Pick it up if it's interesting. It says Hidden Rose. That's not Hidden Rose. It's mislabeled. Yeah, so we can get all these Zabergau russets. So this is crossed with Golden Russet, which I think is a really promising combination.
What is that?
Golden Russet.
Oh, golden.
Yeah, so we need to get those in
That
a
one
bag.
is pretty stunted.
Yeah, but it has good seeds, and it has good seeds. So there's nothing in here. Can you fit all those in here
There's just one apple in that.
with the tag?
Yeah.
I think they'll fit in that. So there's one in here, and that's amber wine too. That could be interesting. Because Zabergau is like zesty and tart. Look at that monster.
Madeline and I both
How's that?
some new collard cutting.
Okay.
Her
at
collards
that.
accidentally got pulled out. That's beautiful. When she had some work done in her backyard.
Probably Terreno, it says. Oh my god. It's not horrible. I don't know what I would do with it. It seems like it needs another few weeks.
Yeah, well, somebody else thought the same thing. It doesn't have much flavor.
Yeah. Typical large apple. It's large, but not much else. Although Pilot's not really like that. But you know what? I'll ripen them in the fridge. There we go. There's a solution for you. And this is crossed with this Grenadine Gold Rush red-fleshed apple that's huge. It's as big as, if not bigger, than Pilot.
Oh.
And it's gorgeous too. So that could be really interesting. They ate all the Muscat de Venus. Let's see if there's any Wixon left. Yeah, okay. So we just need to pick all the Wixon because I want the seeds. I don't have a lot of seeds this year, but at least I'll have a lot of Wixon seed. Have you heard the term Moorish? Is that an English thing?
What?
Moorish?
Uh-huh. Moorish? Oh yeah, that's a good English terminology.
Yeah, because this guy Kareem, who does apple breeding in England, he was talking about Wixon.
Oh, it's Moorish, all right.
Yeah.
That's the perfect. You want these shriveled up and eaten ones.
Anything that looks like we can get seeds out of it.
This tag.
What tag?
I don't know, there's a pink tag on there.
If the tag's not associated with a bag, then no. It's probably just something that didn't pollinate. Yeah, they have eaten a lot of these, but there's still plenty left here. But if this is definitely the right thing to do, we gotta get these off the tree.
Well, maybe for the fox, they're not quite so Moorish.
They're lessish. You see all the amaryllis seeds here? They're actually really easy to grow. You just kind of like half bury them in sand on top of soil, and they'll.
Oh, wow.
So that's the seed too. It's fleshy like that. It's like a fleshy, rubbery thing. And
You want more of them?
I do eventually, but I'm not sure I want to start any this year. I might, like especially these hybrid ones, because these are those hybrid ones with the pinker flowers, and some have like white flowers and salmon flowers and.
Yeah, you gave me some that were planted. One did okay for a while and then it disappeared.
Eventually, I want more for my understory experiments. That's why they're under this tree. But growing them from seed takes, years to get a flowering sized bulb, let alone a cluster of bulbs. Try that. Then I'll see what it is.
Pink spots?
That's often a golden delicious thing. Kind of like some of that flavor. What about this? Try that.
What's this?
I don't know. It's not labeled.
Pretty Wixon-like.
I've been keeping an eye on that because it's a little bit intriguing sometimes. It's never been like super interesting, but
It has a nice little burst of flavor in the beginning, but it just goes away.
I think I'm gonna check these because again, like I hate, I could actually get to taste some of these later.
Well, maybe.
But if I leave them, then I risk losing them all. And this isn't late, usually ripe till like maybe December. It's Appaloosa, but I'm just gonna check to see if the seeds are ripe. There's no way the apple's even remotely close. Yeah, see those seeds are ripe. They're nice and dark.
How can you tell?
They're just nice and dark and mature looking. Keep an eye on them, but now I know the seeds are probably ripe enough. It's crossed with Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty meets Appaloosa.
Oh boy. That one might blow up on you, better watch out.
Wicked times. Okay, let's go down here where the fun stuff is. One wimpy fruit of pinker lady, but it's not actually. No, this is its neighbor, which is this intriguing little pink-fleshed pink lady cross. So it's pink lady x rubiot.
Ooh, pretty.
Might not be ripe yet though. It's still pretty starchy.
It seems like it's going to have a nice taste.
Good though. Yeah, it's very sharp. It's already got some berry flavor there. And it's very starchy, so probably another month. Yeah, this is promising. It's a cute little apple. I have a name for it already, but I'm not telling anybody. So many of my apples are late. See, try that. That is...
Beautiful. Look at those
That's a Cox for sure.
streaks.
Probably Cherry Cox. Yeah, Cherry Cox ex rubiot.
Cherry Cox. I actually got a couple this year off of my graft. They
Wow.
weren't very good apples, but they had that cherry flavor. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of weird flavor in it. Weird texture too. It's like waxy or rubbery.
Very, very hard. It's that hard, I don't know what you call that. It's that hard that doesn't crumble when you chew it up. It's hard and it kind of stays hard.
All right, so this is Tomboy. Give that a try.
Oh boy.
It's Wixen X Rubiot.
It looks like a Wixen. That has potential. Oh, is that one pinker?
Mm-hmm.
In the light, it looked like yours was slightly
Oh, it
pink.
is.
Oh,
No, it has pink flesh. There's just no pink flesh this year because it hasn't been cold.
it didn't have the chill?
The red flesh develops with chill, yeah.
It tastes like it has some potential.
Now, this year I've tasted a little bit of that Wixen savory flavor in
Yeah,
here.
it has some real tang. Nice
Yeah,
tang.
it's nice and sharp. It's about the first thing we've eaten that I want to finish. I think we should pick all these. It's just a matter of time before something climbs up here and finds them.
There's one on here.
That's Hello Kitty. Black strawberry.
Black strawberry. Yeah.
This one got attacked by a bird. They're gorgeous apples, and the leaves have this weird light green color.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty late apple, so I don't have a lot of
That one's kind of hidden.
expectations for... Oh my God, what have you done?
I knocked off one of your apples, Steven.
And the pink on this thing, when it's like really ripe, I mean, it's just like the most perfect girly pink. It's very tangy.
Sprightly.
It's one of the reasons I named it Hello Kitty, because it's really sharp and like...
How about sprightly kitty? Yeah.
I'll put it in the queue. That's good.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice.
Still starchy too, and it's already so good. Oh,
Yeah.
I know you like sharp apples, so
It's
I think you'll like this one.
It'd be good enough to eat, even though it's not quite ripe.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to eat it.
Well, you'll have some seed, maybe.
These were open pollinated, but again, if I don't harvest these, something might come along and find them.
Have you had less trouble down here?
It's just like how hard it is to get to them, you know? These aren't super easy to get to, but I have faith in them to find them eventually. Yeah, because it's just such a sparse year. You know, last year, like, they didn't even have to get in the tree. Like, they would just eat windfall. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a bear was coming in and just eating windfall and not messing with the trees, because it didn't need to.
That's a pretty big apple right there.
That's going to be next Lady Williams #1. It's one of those apples that I always make pies for at Thanksgiving. And surprise, surprise, there's one pink lemonade.
Oh no! Oh yes.
But it's not going to be that pink because, again, we have the cold. You can see there's some pink showing through there. I'll give you the best part here. There's a bit of pink.
Pink enough for me. It doesn't have the same flavor.
Stunted tree. They really developed much different on the other tree. And, again, it's the weather, you know. The general apple quality is low this year. It's not just that there's not very many.
The end on that one. Really interesting.
That's January russet. It's still pretty good.
Disappointing. It's okay.
I'm going to keep eating it. Texture's great.
It is.
It's kind of icy.
And it's pink enough. Make it interesting.
Try this. I think this is Sweet 16. Oh, there's a note. Good, musky, late November. Pink Parfait X Rubiot 15.6. So it sounds like we're early. It is a little musky. You get the musk? This is Wixen X Maple.
Maple.
Usually these are no good. I'm going to cut most of these out. Some people might want them for cider. Maple is very primitive and crabby, so. This is the one I might release because the form is so excellent. Look at this beautiful leaf color. Red flesh. It's definitely like a sharp. And just for cider, like I don't know what else you would do with it. And even this should have much redder flesh, but again, it's the year.
Pink cider.
Yeah, it's very sharp, but it has interesting form and very productive. And you could plant these almost like a foot apart, 16, 18 inches, 12 inches.
Because it's so upright, you mean?
Yeah, what do you prune? I mean, this grew this much this year. There's nothing to prune. And all this is fruiting wood.
Yeah, that could be very useful if you could
Yeah.
improve it a little bit.
Well, for cider, like, people do need sharps, you know.
Mhm.
It's definitely not very high in sugar.
It doesn't have much flavor.
I'll be breeding stuff to it just to see if we can. It's just, maypole is so primitive that it could take a few generations to improve it.
Another pretty leaves. Apple trees don't
Look
usually.
at that.
Ooh, wow.
Tastes like a low acid pomegranate. It's actually good.
That is kind of a pomegranate flavor. You're right.
It really does. What is it lacking? It has acid, it has sugar.
But it all goes away or something.
Yeah, I bet the juice would be really good though.
Yeah, the juice would, yeah, and it certainly would be beautiful.
So this is, yeah, so I noticed this last year, and I talked about it and took notes and stuff.
Isn't it right here?
This is it. So it's Maypole, Pink Parfait, 15, and then it says 6 or 9, and then they're both scratched out. And then it says it could be 7, 6. I don't know. Wow. Look at that.
Beautiful.
You want to try it again? What's your second impression?
It just disappears and it's kind of chalky.
Yeah, it was a little chalky, huh? But you know,
It's
maybe
immediate burst of flavor, but the juice might.
maybe too in salads. Like imagine that, like in chunks about this big with orange, some orange in there, some ginger. You know, kind of a spicy, maybe a beet salad.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Or-
Great in a beet salad.
Or a fruit salad, but
Yellow beet salad.
more
Yellow
like a
beet
s-
salad.
yeah. Maybe like more like a citrus fruit salad or something like that. Yeah, that's promising. And again, so imagine taking that into a next generation. Because there's not a lot of crabbiness here. There's that chalky thing. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't seem like tannin. I don't know what it is. But yeah, taking this in the second generation with some really excellent dessert apple could get really interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. 15, 6, 9 or something. Well, this is Musketeer, so let's see if it's musky. This is a red-fleshed apple that I'm really excited about. I used it a ton in breeding, but the animals took everything out.
There's a couple here.
Yeah, that's Musketeer. A little bit of water core.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Right at the end, it just goes boing. Too much.
This is a pretty stunted, weird version, so. No, I think a lot of people are going to, like, not try that piece. Not really like this apple because it's so weird. I love it. I think it's great. It kind of grows on me. It's intriguing, like, kind of like Wixon, you know. I'm like, wow, that was weird. I think I'll try that again.
Yeah, I don't think I'd get used to that one.
Well, we'll feed you a better specimen someday and see if you change your mind. Yeah, when this is big too, it can be pretty large and it's very, very crisp, fine grained, very fruity, like complex fruity flavor. Plus it has that weird musky thing. That's probably just about it. Nothing much to talk about. People are always like, what do you do for this disease and that disease and scab? And I'm like, I don't do anything for anything.
It has to stand on its own.
If apples were hard to grow here, I probably wouldn't grow them at all. Look at this leaf colors coming out. I think that's like Sweet 16X Wixon or something. Yep. Most of those haven't turned out to be any good. Unlike these beautiful, yeah, these are the Williams Pride X Vixen crosses, which most of them are interesting at least, and I've named 2 and I'll probably name another one. No, I've named 3. Amberwine, Twang, and Integrity.